This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. You guys know by now that I love looking at the reverse repo. The reverse repo gives me a very good indication of where the liquidity is sitting for these bad actors who I believe are naked shorting AMC, naked shorting GME, naked shorting Neo, SoFi, Lucid, MULN, and a whole lot of other stocks in the market. They want us to believe that they can naked short forever, that their liquidity is infinite, but the reverse repo lets us know that the liquidity isn't infinite. And if you guys have been following me, you know by now that the Feds had to prop up the reverse repo with 500 billion, 500 billion. So had the Feds not propped up the reverse repo with 500 billion, it would be in the red right now. And make sense. The bottom line is this. The reverse repo is sitting at 132 billion when you guys know it was over 2 billion 3 years ago. 2 trillion. Over 2 trillion. And since then, it's been on a steady decline. And you know why? Because the SEC has refused to do their job and reel in the bad actors, and they keep naked shorting on top of naked shorting on top of naked shorting. They're creating fake FTDs to cover the old FTDs to keep the Ponzi scheme going. But the reverse repo is telling me that they can't do it forever, that eventually the liquidity is going to run out. And when it runs out and the Feds aren't there propping it up, what's going to happen? I believe, and this is just my opinion, they're going to be forced to start closing out their short positions. And the first ones out the door might not get hurt that bad. But the last short sellers or naked short sellers that have to close their positions, they're going to get devastated. They're going to be running to the Feds for a bailout. They're going to be running to bankruptcy court. But more than likely, and this is going to sound horrible, taxpayers going to end up paying for their greed. Taxpayers going to end up paying for the fact that they don't follow the rules and the SEC refuses to enforce it. And that's why they don't follow. The OCC and the DTCC is going to end up on the hook. And if they end up on the hook, who do you think is going to end up paying? The taxpayers. It's absolutely crazy what goes on in the United States stock market. It is the most corrupt stock market on the planet. There's no doubt in my mind about that now. Everything I've seen over the last 4 years and all the evidence that we see every single day just solidifies that in my mind. But you have the shill saying, oh, it was under 100 million, then it went to 118, now it's at 132. Their liquidity is coming back. In my opinion, this is just a dead cat bounce. Unless something significant happens, the liquidity, in my opinion, is going to run out, and then they're going to be forced to start closing all their short positions. AMC, GME, MULN, SoFi, Lucid, Neo, and all the other stocks that they're naked shorting in the market. And yes, the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI is fully aware of what they're doing, and they're doing absolutely nothing about it. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think 132 billion in reverse repo is an indication that they're getting their liquidity back, or is it a dead cat bounce? Anyway, have a great day. God bless. And I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.